I'm Niamh. I rode as a junior in Neptune and now I'm in final year in Trinity.
I'm Laura. I rode as a junior in Novice and I'm also in final year in Trinity.
So do you know how many times you've done Erne Head yet?
Probably a good few because I raced when I was junior and then obviously in Trinity. COVID kind of put a stop on it, I suppose, but yeah, a good few times.
Yeah, I've actually only been here with Trinity, so this is my third time doing it.
Have you any words of wisdom for people that are setting out for doing it for the first time?
If you're steering, just make sure you know the course because it is quite a windy course and the flow can be quite heavy, especially this time of the year. So just, yeah, make sure you know the course if you're steering, and
I suppose listen to your cocks as well because there's a few 90-degree bends, so there might be a bit of kind of adjusting, so yeah. That's right.
It's a 6k race and regattas are usually about 2 kilometres, so what's it like racing at this time of the season?
At this time of season it's definitely a bit harder because we're not used to getting the rate up that high, but over 6k we want to be rating high anyways, so we just need to kind of get through it. 6k is a long way.
Yeah, I suppose like the winter training is a little bit different anyway, so our training is a lot of long distance kind of. You also get this mad rush of adrenaline when you do a head race that you think you're not going to be able to do the rates, but they just kind of come, so kind of just have to trust the training that you've done for the last kind of few months and hope that it kicks in.
How's the training with the squad going so far? I hear there's about 40 athletes this year.
Yeah, it's excellent. As you can see, there's so many boats down this morning and we were all down at 6:15, so it's great to see so many people down so early and we're all training together as a squad, so it's really good at the moment.
Yeah, it's really nice to kind of have the other boats working against each other as well. It's always nice to have a few races between ourselves.
You're in a U23 boat each, so you'll be racing against each other at the weekend.
Yeah, against each other, and we're both steering, so it's going to be who can steer the best.
I think we've been racing against each other since we were 16.
Exactly. So. Yeah, we're still in the same club, but now we're racing against each other.
What's it like having that kind of internal competition? So obviously the two of you are in two Coxless 4s in the under 23 category, and then there's 3 other crews out racing, so I think there's an intermediate 4 and then 2 Club 4s.
Yeah.
What's that like, everyone being together to push each other on and just be competitive?
I suppose it's just really nice, although it is a competition and it's a constant kind of proving yourself, but at the same time it just brings everyone up, so it's a constant kind of, oh, we didn't win this one, but let's beat them in the next one. It's you can really kind of work towards that.
So you're 40 kind of on your senior squad. What's the novice program going like this year?
Yeah, again, they're actually down the same time as us in the mornings. They're opposite to us, where they erg kind of when we'd be out on the water, and then they do circuits during the week as well, and then they come down at the weekends to go out in the tub. So again, there's a big squad of them, and they seem to be we're actually after moving, I think 10 or 11 up to kind of a senior, sort of development stage. So they're kind of starting to do endurance weights with us.
Mm-hmm. You both rode juniors, so what was that transition like for anyone that might be watching and be interested in rowing at university?
Well, when I was rowing junior, I was a schooler, so it's a lot different. I was on my own, so it's a lot different to come down to where there's 40 athletes coming down at 6:30 in the morning or 6:15. So it's nice just to have that squad training compared to what it was like when I was a junior.
Yeah, I suppose I was kind of the same schooling as well, so, and a really, really small club, so to come to that bigger one's really, really nice, but I think the biggest difference is kind of the squad session, so coming and everyone erging together, everyone doing weights together, so it's really, really nice in that sense.
Who were your role models growing up?
Oh, that's a good question. I think when I was rowing when I was a junior, there's Sunita Busper that was doing really well, and when we'd be down rowing in the NRC or doing camps or trials and all, she'd always be down there, and I remember one time we were all in the change rooms getting changed, and she was like, you should all have a shower, it's freezing outside, even though we had another session, and she was always giving us a bit of advice even if she was just in the background, so I think she was always a bit of an inspiration.
Yeah, definitely same. I would also say kind of the lightweight double, Aoife and Mags at the time as well, they were always kind of a year or two ahead of us, so kind of looking up to them, and even I suppose pushing towards them as well was always kind of in our minds at trials.
And what about the success of Irish rowing at the moment?
Oh, it's great. It's definitely bringing a lot more people into the sport. When you're coaching the novices, there's a huge interest in joining rowing, and then even coaching in skills that I do sometimes. Like people know a lot more about the sport, so it's really bringing us on like as a sport.
Yeah, more people know about it, so it's less of a, oh, I did
canoeing.
rowing once, yeah, like, oh no, that's kayaking. Yeah, so it's less of a kind of a need to explain what rowing is, and they're just more of a kind of an understanding now, which is nice.